Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 30th. This week, we're going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we are going to see what is coming up for you at this time. So, Scorpio, let's see. You have this blessings card coming up for you here. So I definitely like to see that. You also have the star, thank God. Right, Scorpio? I like when you get the star because you've been getting the tower quite a bit. And I feel, the star comes up after the tower, so it can represent a big healing type situation going on for you, or you could just be healing from a tower moment in general. You start off here with a deep breath card, so I would say it's time to take a deep breath here. This looks nice. This is like this is a relief, is what I'm going to say here. You have the Hierophant, the star, and the King of Cups here in this first row. So I do feel this is kind of like a sense of relief, kind of a sense of release, and it's almost like you're being given a break here. The King of Cups, he's like sitting in these choppy waters here. You can see that the water is like choppy, but he's like perfectly fine. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like the universe maybe is giving you a break from the problems and challenges of the world, or maybe you're just feeling kind of like things are improving in some way. So it kind of feels like a break to me that you are getting here. I want to see what the next card is as well. Yeah, you have the Power of Purpose. It's kind of weird. Everybody has been getting these cards that like represent needing to be very focused on one thing. Probably because there's a lot of distractions going on in the world and in our personal lives and things like that. There's a lot, going on that I think there are a lot of things going on where we kind of have to like work around things as well, because it's like there are a lot of obstacles being put in our way, right? So as long as we stay focused on like the reason why we're doing something, then nothing can really stand in our way. You have the Hierophant, the star, and the King of Cups here again. For some of you, I do feel this could be love coming in for you. It kind of looks like to me someone is rushing into your life if you're looking for love, and this could lead to marriage with the Hierophant if you're hoping to get married. But this looks like new love to me. The star, has this ibis in the background here, this bird back here, and it is a symbol of like rebirth and things like that. And it's kind of standing out in my head that for some of you, this is like a new person coming into your life. So I do feel there could be like a new water sign coming in for you here with this energy. I feel like there's like a lot of more. It's like there's more. I'm getting a sense of like more happiness coming in for you as well. There's like a sense of excitement on that star card. I feel the star card is, I kind of feel anticipation energy here, Scorpio, where it's like things are getting better, but it's like not here yet. It's like that type of anticipation. I almost feel like saying you're right. But what I mean by that is it's like if you're thinking that something is going to provide a reward to you, then I would say yes. Kind of weird energy because, it feels to me like some of you could be, number one, working on a project and you are thinking that it's going to work out well. I feel like this is major confirmation for you here, Scorpio. For others, I feel like you could be putting energy into like a relationship here. And again, I feel like you are anticipating that things are going to go well. And again, I feel like this is major confirmation for you that things are going to go well. You even have this Be at Peace card, this dove spirit. So I feel there are like a lot of reasons for you to be happy, to be at peace, to not be worrying and panicking or anything else. Yeah, you have this koala spirit as well. It says spirit has a plan. I've been getting this energy a lot. I even said in a reading recently, there's like a quote from the Buddha, or there's like a Buddhist quote, if you only knew how perfect your life was, you would throw your head up at the sky and laugh, right? So I feel for a lot of you, just knowing that like spirit has a plan could be bringing like a lot of peace into your life. You have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords here. I've been getting this energy for a lot of people. This is like a get up and go type of energy. This is like a wanting to take action, wanting to make things happen type of energy that I get here for you, Scorpio. So I do feel a very driven, motivated energy, very busy energy as well with the Two of Pentacles, but I kind of feel like it is time for you to be busy. If you're like working on a bunch of stuff in work and career and business, good, because I feel like this is saying that that is going to lead to a lot of success. Same thing, like if you're trying to balance your social life and your work life and health and all this other stuff, I feel like this is a good thing with this energy. In a lot of ways, I get more of an energy of optimizing things here, Scorpio, where you could be saying, like, you could be working and trying to balance your financial life with your like health, for example. And I feel like it's like you're kind of like finding this perfect middle ground. That's like the type of energy I get here, where you can work, make enough to survive and then some, and also focus on your health. It's like you're kind of like moving away from extremes is what I'm getting here in this row, which will provide more, peace in your life. If things are not always like so extreme, one thing or the other, it's like I feel that, kind of like the rat race does that to us, where it's like we're like, oh my God, I have to make all this money. And then we like try to make all this money, and then our health is sacrificed because we're trying to do that. And then our family life is sacrificed because of that. It's like, I feel like you're kind of creating more of a trifecta here, Scorpio, where things are kind of coming into balance. So I feel they're not even just this week. I feel like over the next like months, years, a major focus for you is going to be keeping things in balance, kind of, again, keeping health, wealth, happiness, family, all kind of in perfect harmony here. And I feel like you're not going to be willing to sacrifice, one or the other. So that's the good news. I feel like you're kind of keeping everything in check here. The thing is that this is going to, I feel like it's going to free up a lot of mind space for you, so that it's like if you're not always having to worry about one thing or the other, it kind of allows you to think about like expanding things. And I feel like you're going to be doing it in kind of like a more slow, methodical way. So it's like, if you're not making sacrifices for wealth and you're kind of you can grow, it kind of has this opposite effect where you can slowly grow your wealth, because it's like you're not willing to make a sacrifice, but it's almost like you're saying to yourself, what can I do to grow my wealth without having to sacrifice my health and my family and all this other stuff? And then you'll find an answer because you're looking at it the right way. Same thing with family. It's like maybe you want to grow a family, but you're like, I also want to make sure I can support the family. It's like by looking at it that way, I feel like you're kind of creating this perfect triangle. I don't know, I keep seeing it as a triangle in my head. It looks good, Scorpio. I like this energy because, again, I feel like it's very balanced, is what I would say here. I do also get this energy of like someone rushing into your life. So if you're looking for love, I do feel like someone could be coming in a little bit hot and heavy. I feel like there's a lot of attraction here with the Knight of Wands, and I feel like they're trying to move very quickly as well. What I would say here is that if you have someone who's trying to come into your life, you might want to tell them to like pump the brakes here. It goes to the Eight of Cups. It's like if they move too quickly, it's going to end. If they go just right, it's going to lead to the Three of Cups here. It's kind of weird to go the Hierophant this way, Two of Pentacles, to the Eight of Cups, It's like that's like walking away, but I feel like that's someone moving too quickly. Going this way is like just right, and I feel like it could lead to blessings. I would also be careful if you're dealing with a person who's already married. Hierophant to the Two of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups, that's like walking away energy. So if you're dealing with someone who is already married, I would be careful of that. Definitely jumped into my head for some of you. I just feel like they're, again, I'm not here to judge people, so I don't, do whatever you want. But I just feel like their expectations might not meet your expectations if you're dealing with a person who is married. You could be the one who's married too. And again, I would just be careful of the other person's expectations. In your last row here, you have the blessings card. So I feel like there are definitely blessings coming in for you here. What kind of blessings? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding as well is what I'm getting with that wisdom card. You have the Three of Cups, the Death card, you showing up here, and the Eight of Cups. For a lot of you, I feel part of your blessings are kind of walking away from things that no longer serve you. The Eight of Cups is a card of innovation. He doesn't know where he's walking, but he's walking towards the Nine of Cups. He's walking towards fulfillment, happiness, enlightenment, good things coming into his life. We even see enlightenment on the Death card. The two pillars from the moon are right here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars. So it kind of says like, the sun is coming up in your life, enlightenment. You are becoming aware of things that could lead to more happiness, blessings, pretty much anything. Three of Cups can represent teamwork and celebrations. And I definitely feel teamwork is very beneficial at this time for pretty much everybody. Let's clarify this, Scorpio, and see where this reading is going for you here, Scorpio. Where are we? There we go. Between the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands, you have the Justice card. So again, if you have been dealing with an inconsistent energy, this could be justice. I really feel this is like cause and effect. I pretty much feel for like it is a collective energy. If we look at the astrology, it's like you're going to get very quick results from the things that you do. I feel like we need to kind of keep it in perspective. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're thinking about starting a project, if you start the project, things will start to flow very quickly if it's what you're supposed to be doing. If you start encountering roadblock after roadblock, then obviously it's not what you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like we need to trust that with this justice energy. It's like the universe is kind of guiding us towards success very quickly, but we need to kind of trust the results, basically. If you're seeing results, no matter how small the results are, keep moving in that direction, right? Between the Star and the Two of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is like, I've been feeling that it's more excitement. I also feel like it's more like wanting to build, wanting to create. To me, the Knight of Wands is the builder in the tarot. He like wants to create things in his life, and he wants the freedom to do those things as well. He's very spontaneous. He doesn't want to be told, he doesn't want to have to deal with rules of the Hierophant, right? Hierophant is inside the box. He wants to create things the way that he wants to create things. He wants to create his relationships the way that he wants to do it. He wants to create his businesses the way that he wants to do it. I feel that energy for you where I feel like, I wouldn't really say you're being a rebel here. I feel like you're following the rules, right? But it's like you're finding new rules. You're finding new ways of doing things. And that would make sense with the Eight of Cups here. Between the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords, the Devil, again, I would be careful of a past person. Or I would just be careful of a person who's trying to move too quickly. I always say, you're not watching tarot for me to say, like, oh, this person's the devil, avoid them. I mean, it's not even, how it works. To me, tarot could sometimes says, hey, this is a good person, but they have the potential to be the devil, so just pump the brakes and tell them to slow down, right? Because again, sometimes I think we can get into relationships, and we all do this, where we don't tell the other person our expectations because we want them to like us or whatever. But if we just like tell them like, hey, you're moving too quickly, let's slow things down so that I can still like you next week, right? If we did that, then they probably listen. And they wouldn't turn into a paranoid freak like the devil. So, what I would say here is if you meet a person that you like, just, tell them what you expect. If they're moving too quickly, say, well, let's slow things down, right? They're not going to run away. It'll lead to this right here by being open, communicating, and all those other things. If you need more freedom, Knight of Wands, maybe you don't want to be locked down. Maybe you just want to say, hey, like, I just want to date, but I'm not looking to be locked down. They'll probably be perfectly fine with it. And you know what the funny thing is like, sometimes I think when we are in that mode or that zone where we don't want to be locked down, and then we're with a person who's just like, okay, and they're perfectly fine with it, then we want to be with that person, right? So it's, again, I would just communicate. Knight of Wands to the Three of Cups. You have the Nine of Swords here. The other thing is, like, here's the other story that's popping into my head here, Scorpio. It's like if you're with a person and if you're automatically thinking, oh, there might be someone else, then there probably is what I would say here. Sometimes, I always warn people against the whole grass is greener on the other side thing. But what I would say is if someone isn't, if you're kind of not 100% sold on a person, I feel like that's your answer as well. I would be careful of like any wishy-washy type situations. That includes like if you're with a person and you like them, but they're wishy-washy, I would kick them to the curb at this time. I get a need to have more like decisive energy in your life at this time. So again, if you're dealing with wishy-washiness, I would kind of get rid of it. Between the Two of Pentacles and Death card, boom. 10 of Pentacles, love it. This is why, is because you probably, this is basically saying you can have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles to me is the best love card in the deck. To me, it is everything you want in your life, and including money, love, whatever. So it's kind of like, it's a card of establishment, and it's a very good love card. So I feel like that is an option, like a possibility for you. Between the Knight of Swords and this Eight of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. Again, I feel like you're walking away from any wishy-washy energy, anything that's too good to be true, confusing, anything that is unclear with the Seven of Cups. Love it. Top row outcome, you have the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning coming in for you. Definitely blessings coming in for you as well. Again, you have that blessings card, and you have the Ace of Wands, which is like blessings, gifts, growth, creation. I would definitely focus on creation at this time, creating anything, creating new relationships, creating new beliefs, creating new diets, whatever it is that your goals are in life. I would focus on kind of like any thing that sparks your interest. Again, the way that I think of the Ace of Wands is it's kind of like a clue that there could be something that is a spark, or you just have an idea where you're like, oh, I want to do this, do it. Again, Knight of Wands, very spontaneous, random energy, but sometimes with the Knight of Wands, it's like those random thoughts that we have that turn into something that totally changes our life. So maybe you wake up and you're like, I want to be a vegan. Do it. Who cares, right? Maybe you want to eat meat. I don't care. Do whatever you want, right? That's what I would say here with the Ace of Wands. It's kind of like needing to follow those impulses that you have. Maybe you wake up and you're like, I want to start a worm farm. As I always say, do it. You never know what it could lead to with the Ace of Wands, and especially the Knight of Wands twice. Middle row here, you have the King of Swords. I feel like you're gaining new wisdom as well. You have that wisdom card. The King of Swords is my card of wisdom. To me, he's the wisest of all the kings. He has been through all the battles in life, and he knows more than the other kings. He has, like, wisdom. So I feel like you are the one that is gaining this wisdom. Bottom row, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is my just do it card. It is like a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. So I definitely feel it is time for you to take some sort of leap of faith here with the Three of Wands. I kind of feel like you're seeing results, though. You know, the Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in, but it can be a card of kind of like, not fulfillment isn't the word I'm looking for, but it can be like a card of, you know, the ships coming in. It can be kind of like the return, and that's what I feel like you're getting here. It's like you're getting results for work that you've been doing for a very long period of time. I'm also getting something about moving here as well. So if you're moving, I feel there could be, you know, it's like there's a lot of expansion because of this move. For like the past year, it's like I'm pretty sure it's you that I get this message for. It's like you and Capricorn get this message of additional benefits. Like if you're moving, changing jobs, that can be a move as well. Maybe you're not moving like where you live, but you could be changing jobs. If you're making some sort of move, the Three of Wands to me here with the Ten of Pentacles, that to me is additional benefits, meaning that there's something else that you're also getting due to some sort of change that you probably don't see, especially with that Ace of Wands as well. Ace of Wands is a lot of abundance, and I think that's something people forget about the Ace of Wands. So it could say you're moving, but maybe you're like moving somewhere that's like cheaper, but better, bigger, and maybe you're getting a job that pays you more money. It's like a win-win-win-win-win type of situation here. So I would definitely, again, but you're going to have to make the change, right? So if you're making a change, or if you're thinking about making a change, I would definitely do it. You could be changing your business, and that could be a move. Again, the word move doesn't have to be literal. It can be more of like a figurative move that you're making here as well. You could be changing relationships as well. Really good reading. So thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.